in Syria, where renewed fighting has broken out and threatened the shaky truce between government troops and opposition fighters in the embattled city of Homs on Saturday. At least 4 paramedics were wounded as 2 aid trucks carrying food and medical supplies came under heavy fire. The latest violence has halted the evacuation of civilians and stopped supplies into rebel-held areas. The evacuation had been hailed as the only tangible result of the recent Geneva II peace talks. Now, both sides are accusing the other of violating the ceasefire. CCTV's Alaa Ebrahim has our report.
Are about to end in Homs after the announcement of an agreement between the Syrian government and the rebels to secure a safe exit for the civilian population in the neighborhoods of the old city. The United Nations in Syria is going to carry out the agreement. These are the first buses on their way into the rebel-held areas of the old city of Homs, and these buses will be evacuating civilians from these areas inside the old city of Homs, along with medical services and medical staffs from the Syrian government and the Syrian Red Crescent, will provide basic services for the civilians who are about to be evacuated. The evacuation agreement came in Geneva II after talks between the Syrian government, the opposition, and under the patronage of the United Nations. At the evacuation site, more preparations and a huge media turnout to cover what was expected to be the end of a 14-month ordeal. Locals have been trapped by the fighting in the rebel-held quarters with no access to aid or medical help for over a year now.
We are here to provide assistance to the evacuees. We have vaccines and vitamins, in addition to specialists to tend to any cases of special needs.
The military have preparations of their own, inspecting all evacuation buses and maintaining a ceasefire that will allow the process to go ahead.
We are securing the perimeter of the evacuation site. The civilians will come to this point, and from here, the buses will take them to safety. We reached this point after months of pressuring the militants, so they have to accept this civilian evacuation.
The Syrian government accuses the rebels of using civilians as human shields, while the opposition accuses the government of besieging the civilian population. At long last, the evacuation starts. Then come reports that a rebel sniper has shot and wounded one of the evacuees, putting everything on hold. Finally, the first bus comes back with only 11 on board.
We are giving the civilians the choice on where they want to go once they are evacuated. The number is small, but we are still working on it, and more people are coming out.
2 more buses come in, and the long day of waiting is over. Just over 80 people came out after early speculations indicated it would be more than 500 on the first day alone. There are no accurate figures on the number of civilians inside the old city of Homs, and no exact day for their evacuation. Their future remains uncertain, like that of so many in Syria nowadays. Alaa Ebrahim, CCTV, Homs.